I'm Elisa Coyote. I'm Grandma Coyote. I'm Chalagi. I'm Cherokee. I'm also French and Irish. And I come to you tonight to bring you good wishes from my ancestors, my grandmothers. I have all of my grandmothers here with me. They whisper in my ear, they teach me, they tell me things that I need to know, and I will pass those on to you. The stories I'm going to tell you are stories that have been told to me, and stories that I have told for many years, many times, in many different places. Please, if you are of a specific nation or tribe, do not be offended if something I say isn't quite exactly like you learned it, because these stories have evolved over the years. You might hear one part of the story from one tribe, one nation, and another part from another direction. So my intention is not to offend, it's just that they have evolved and they have become my way of telling them. Most stories were told for a purpose. Some just to entertain, but most were for a message. By using animals in stories, children could be reprimanded, they could be scolded, they could be taught a lesson. You never specifically call a child, Johnny, you've been bad today. You tell Johnny a story about Bear, or about Coyote and how bad he was and how he got in trouble. And eventually Johnny or Susie or whoever begins to learn that, wait a minute, they acted just like Bear, or they acted just like Coyote. And they begin to see the message in that story. Coyote is a trickster in many nations, many cultures. To me, Coyote is just Coyote. And sometimes my nature, he comes out and plays. So I ask you all tonight to, as my grandmother said, each of us has a little boy or a little girl inside of us. And I ask you to let that child come out and play with Grandma Coyote tonight. So this is for you adults as well as children. This is my interpretation of the creation story as it was told to me by my grandmother. In the beginning, all was water. And Great Mystery looked down and said, this is good, but we need something more. And he called the giant beaver to him and the giant turtle. And he told Beaver to go to the bottom of the ocean and bring up mud and put it on the back of the turtle. Beaver did this many, many, many times. And finally, there was enough land on the back of Turtle. The turtle could swim away, leaving what we call today Turtle Island. Well, Great Mystery said, this is good, but we need something more. So he took some dirt from the back of Turtle Island and he rolled it in a ball. And he pulled out 2 ears, 4 legs, and a long fluffy tail. And he breathed life into it and set it back on the back of Turtle Island. And there was Fox. Now, Fox is a happy little character. And he runs around all over Turtle Island making his tracks. And finally one day as he is singing his song, yip, 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 up comes some mountains. Fox was amazed. This is wonderful, thought Fox. The next day he's making his tracks all around Turtle Island. And he starts singing his song, yip, 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 and up comes some trees. Oh, Fox was really amazed. He thought this was just wonderful. And he thought, what if I could get the trees and the mountains to sing with me when I sing my song? Great Mystery may sing something very special. So the next day, as he's making his tracks around Turtle Island, he starts to sing. Yip, 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 yip. And I'm asking the mountains and the trees to help. Yip, 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 yip. And there was Coyote. Hey, what you doing, brother? Oh, I'm here with these mountains and trees, and we're singing to Great Mystery to send something special. That's me. I'm special. I am Coyote. I am the handsomest, the strongest, and the most ferocious thing on Turtle Island. Well, Coyote was bragging. Fox didn't like that very much. But he decided it was kind of nice to have someone to talk to. So one day they were playing around and they both heard a noise. in the back of the woods, and it sounded like this. Soon, Coyote, the two lakes will come, and you, Coyote, must prepare Turtle Island, for there are things there that they cannot live with. Oh, I knew I was something special. So Coyote started making his tracks all across Turtle Island. Finally, he got sleepy and tired, and he leaned up against a tree. And while he's there, dreaming his coyote dreams, oh, he heard a noise. He opened up one eye and he looked around. But he couldn't see anything. Oh, did you see? He said, I must be hungry. And he goes back to sleep. This time Coyote opened up both eyes, and he looked down the trail, and there came Moo Zoho, Cannibal Man. Oh, Coyote started shaking, and Moo Zoho got closer and closer and said, Coyote, I want to play this game with you. Oh, I don't think so, brother. I don't feel very well. And right before Moo Zoho's eyes, Coyote became a very skinny, sickly, scrawny Coyote. Coyote, if you don't play this game with me, I'm going to get you like that. Oh, like that, like that. Well, I feel better. Yeah, what is it that you want to play, brother? Oh, I want to play this fun game. It's called Rocks. Coyote knew about rocks. People get hurt playing it. But he decided that he was going to play Coyote dumb. I don't think I know that game, brother. How is it that you play it? Oh, it's lots of fun. You take a rock and throw it at me, and I take a rock and I throw it at you. Well, Coyote had promised Great Mystery that he would take care of bad things on Turtle Island. So he agreed to play the game. He told Moo Zoho that he would get to throw first. Coyote put his paw on one giant tree, stretched his skin just as tight as it would go, grabbed another tree, and there he stood, his skin just as tight as a drum. Okay, brother, it's your turn. Throw. Moo Zoho went over and picked up a giant boulder, and he threw it through the air. It hit Coyote right in the chest and bounced off. Whew, that was a good throw, but you missed. Now it's my turn. Coyote came down and he went over, and he picked up the boulder, and he threw it through the air. It hit Moo Zoho right in the head and pounded him right down into the ground. See what I did? I'm Coyote. I'm the handsomest, the strongest, and by far the most ferocious thing on Turtle Island. While Coyote is bragging, up from underneath the boulder is coming little tiny pieces of Moo Zoho. 1 billion of them. The sky is black. One of them flies by Coyote's ear and says, Coyote, you think you killed me, but I will be around forever and ever. And I'm going to bite you and your children and your children's children until the end of time. And that is how my grandmother told me we got mosquitoes. Thank you.